Westley was a huge character, very bubbly, very outgoing. Even when he was a teenager, he was never embarrassed about giving his mum a hug in the street. He was very much a person that people remembered. The day started really like any other. It's a day I'll never forget. Wesley had arranged to go out with his brother that day. During the afternoon, Wesley decided that rather than wait till they got into town, he would go and get some cash. So he cycled off down to the next cash machine, which was on a parade of shops on a small estate. He put his bicycle against the wall and got in line whilst a lady was using the machine. And then as she'd finished and Wesley went to step up and use the machine, so somebody tried to push in front of him. Wesley, quite reasonably, said, "Hey, you know, you can't just push in like that." And the chap went away angrily and was swearing. Unbeknown to Wesley, he phoned his brother. During the trial, we could see Wesley putting his money away and he was talking to another man. They looked across to the car park as a car came in at speed. The chap jumped out, joined the earlier chap that had tried to push in front. They walked purposefully towards Wesley and the other man, who was still looking very puzzled, and one appeared to punch Wesley in the neck. Sadly, he had a knife in his hand, severed Wesley's carotid artery. And therein, a very terrible scene unfolded. The man Wesley was talking to was a first aider and attempted to save Wesley's life. This whole incident unfolded at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The nearby school, the children had come out, so many people of all ages witnessed a very terrible scene. When I actually received the news that Wesley had passed away, it was so very shocking. All I could actually think of at that point was that if I gathered up the family, went and got my daughter and Wesley's older brother Lee, and we got to the hospital, everything would be okay. There's a sort of strange element about being a mum. You spend your life thinking you make things better, and that's all I could think of was everything will be okay if I can just get to him. I became very aware in the time following the realisation that Wesley's life had been stolen. There was no actual colour anymore. Everything just appeared shades of black and white and shades of grey. The normal support mechanism that you would have within a family completely breaks down. We've always been a close family, but the shock of having a loved one taken. Everyone's in the same terrible place at the same time, so the normal ability to support each other becomes a very difficult thing to do. We all experienced stress and anxiety at a very high level. Although Wesley has been taken from us in the physical sense, it's very important to me that his memory and the spirit of his personality lives on, particularly in the work that I now do. With the support of Essex Police, we actually started a campaign with the local radio station, which was Knives or Lives, You Decide. The response to that resulted in a petition going to Downing Street and being recorded in the Commons. I felt that to actually get the message out to the wider audience needed to be something that we looked at in every school. At any one day's event, I may be speaking to as many as 700 children. It's using Wesley's memory to actually speak to other young people about the consequences of carrying a knife. They see Wesley's pictures of him growing up, and they do relate to him as a person, and they also relate to me as a mum, just like their mums at home. The young people are so positive and react so well to the information and the workshops. If just one life is saved, that makes all the difference. It makes everything that I do worthwhile.